Hey everybody, Keith Hilson with the Trombone Shop at Schmidt Music here. Just wanted to take a couple minutes to talk a little bit about trombone maintenance, in particular, slide maintenance. So as any trombone player knows, one of the biggest pain in the butts for us is having a slide that's not cooperating. Either it's slow and stiff or it's scratchy. It's just not working with us the way that we want. Now, of course, there are certain things we can fix if it's got dents and dings or if the slides are misaligned. There's certain things that you just have to have a repair technician take a look at. But there are certain things we can fix with that, and one of the biggest things is taking care of the slide lubrication. How we lubricate the slide, how often we do that, can make a big difference in our performance with the slide. So, in the trombone world, we have two different types of slide lubricants that we see used most often. A cream-based lubricant or a liquid-based lubricant. Both of them work well. A lot of times it depends on the player, and there's a lot of different things that can affect how both of them work. Sometimes I find that a little bit older instrument where maybe the tolerances on the slide, the distance between the inner slide and the outer slide, are a little bit larger. Sometimes a cream-based lubricant works a little bit easier. Sometimes on a newer slide where those tolerances are tighter between the inner and outer slide, a liquid-based lubricant works easier. But it is entirely dependent on the instrument itself. It's dependent on the player. Different players have different preferences. So I thought I'd take a moment, just walk through how I apply both of these lubricants, give you a little bit of an idea here. So we're going to start off with the cream lubricant. So with both of these cases, we have a few basic supplies we need. First off, and frankly, this is one of the most important things I think any trombone player should have in their bag, is a nice soft cleaning cloth. I like to have a really soft, non-abrasive material, something like old cotton t-shirt material or a microfiber cloth, anything that you don't have to worry about scratching the inner slide with. And so what we're going to do with this is start off giving ourselves a clean slate with the slide. So we're going to take our outer slide off, and we're going to carefully set that on the table, set it off to the side. And then we're going to take our nice soft cloth, and we're just going to wipe off the inner slide. And what we're doing here is just removing all of the old lubricant, anything that maybe had dried on a little bit, and frankly getting rid of other dust, dirt, debris, anything else that might be inhibiting how the slide is working here. Again, giving ourselves a clean slate. So then we are going to add our lubricant. So we're going to use our cream lubricant here first. This is Trombone. There are any number of others. There's a Super Slick. There's a Yamaha slide cream. Any number of other ones out there, all that do a great job. Some folks even use cold cream. So this is actually a cream that you might use for cosmetic purposes as well. We have seen that come out of favor a little bit because A, there are a bunch of other great cream-based lubricants available on the market, and B, frankly, the cold cream tends to do some odd things. For example, when I see a trombone slide with cold cream, very often the cream itself has started to turn a very odd green color. So not always the most appealing. Again, up to your preference. I have a lot of luck with some of the other commercial cream options here. So we're going to take our cream lubricant, and we're going to use just a little drop. Honestly, I always use the example of a pea-sized drop. You really don't need anything much more than that. It is possible to put too much lubricant on the slide, and then it really stiffens things up. The slide is going to move much slower because there's frankly too much resistance with the cream. So we're going to take our pea-sized drop, and what we're going to do is we're going to spread that along the bottom of the slide on the stocking. This is the slightly enlarged portion of the slide. And we're going to just take that pea-sized drop, and we're going to spread it all around one slide, and then do the same thing on the other, just like so. Then we're going to take our cloth. Another reason to have it, we can clean off our hands here. Then we're going to take our outer slide, and we are going to apply the cream to the outer slide as well here. Spread this all around so that we have the lubricant on the inner slide and on the outer slide both here. So I've matched up top to top, bottom to bottom. Easiest way to tell is that the top of the slide is going to have the slide lock mechanism. And we're going to go through, and I'm going to put the top slide in first, matching top to top. And what I'm going to do is just going to slowly work it up and down and move the slide around. And again, what this is doing is just spreading the lubricant all around the inside of the outer slide, as well as helping to spread it along the inner slide as well. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom of the slide. And you'll notice, pro tip here, I use my thumb to help guide the slide onto the other slide, inner slide to outer slide here, just makes it a little bit easier than trying to do it just freehand and guide it in. Take the thumb, place it on like so, help guide it in. And same thing, just take it, spread it all around like so. And then finally, I'm going to match both slides back together here. And we are almost done. We have one final step, and this is going to be the same thing whether we're talking about the liquid lubricant or the cream lubricant. We have water. This is the #1 tool. If you don't have anything else in your trombone case, every trombone player should have a spray bottle of water here, because this is what's going to help lubricate the lubrication that's already on here. It's going to help hydrate it a little bit right off the bat, just like so. But this is also going to be your maintenance tool. So that's what you keep in your slide if you're in a rehearsal. If you're in a performance, the slide starts to feel just a little stiff, a little sticky. You grab your water, spritz it, you're rehydrating the lubricant that's already on the slide, and then you are back up and running here. So with a little bit of water on there, slide is working great. Now with the liquid lubricant, same ideas apply here. It's a different material, but we're going to be using essentially the same process. So same thing, going to take off the outer slide, grab our cloth, wipe the slide down, and then here we're going to grab our liquid lubricant. So again, there's a number of great options out there. We have Slido Mix, we have the Yamaha liquid lubricant, and frankly a number of others as well here. On an everyday basis, I use the Slido Mix Rapid Comfort. This is the all-in-one component in the shop, but there's a lot of other methods, and all of them work equally well here. So we're going to take our liquid lubricant now, and instead of just putting it on the bottom of the slide on the stocking here, I actually take a thin stream and apply it all along both inner slides, like so. And again, everybody has their own method. This is what I found has worked best for me. And then, just like we did with the cream lubricant, I'm going to take one side at a time, top first, match it top to top, and I'm going to work the lubricant around. Going to do the same on the bottom. Just like so. And again, just like with the cream, we're going to finish off with our water here as well. Perfect. So again, whether you prefer the cream lubricants or if you prefer the liquid lubricants, keeping things well maintained can make a real difference for you. When do you have to apply new lubricant? It depends on the instrument, it depends on how the slide is adjusted. Frankly, it might depend to an extent on your own body chemistry. Some people, just their natural body chemistry may break down the lubricant a little bit quicker than others. The real sign for me that it really needs to have that lubricant reapplied is if it is feeling sticky, scratchy, stiff, you put some water on it and it doesn't improve things. That's a sign to me that you need to go through and reapply your lubricant. And I certainly invite you to experiment as well, because again, different instruments and different people react differently with them. If you do switch in particular between the cream lubricants and the liquid lubricants, I always recommend cleaning out your slide well first, pulling out your cleaning snake or pulling out your cleaning rod and really going through and making sure you're getting all of the old lubricant out, because sometimes different lubricants do not agree. Sometimes they'll actually make the slide stickier than if you used either of them. But go through. Challenge yourself, experiment with them, see if you can find one that really works well for you. Hopefully this was helpful for you. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you like this video, please think about giving us a thumbs up on the video if you haven't already done so. Think about subscribing to our YouTube channel where we're going to be putting out a lot of other maintenance videos, instrument demo videos, mouthpiece videos, mute videos, hopefully a lot of information that you are interested in. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.